I guess we should talk about Chicago. Trying to tempo today, or?
Sorry, I was excited. I had a sip of coffee.
That's why I don't give him coffee. Okay, so Chicago feels different now that we're 3 weeks out, honestly. I was pretty bummed at first. I think was my primary emotion right after. But now looking back, yeah, I'm much happier. It was good. I think any day that you PR and run faster than you ever have should be celebrated.
Especially with the bathroom break? Or
well,
are you leaving that out of the video?
No, but I think especially with knowing that it could have gone better and that I had some hiccups and still PR'd by 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me excited to do another one, but I'm not as disappointed as it was right after. Yeah.
We knew your fitness on a good day was better than what you ran, but it was still a top 10 at a major is awesome. It's hard to do. So.
Yeah.
It's good.
Give like a little overview of how the race went.
Sure. Yeah, so I learned so much from this race as far as like logistics and what's allowed at a major marathon. So it was good because next time we'll maybe have a different plan. But I was pretty dependent on the race provided pacers. And my plan was to go with a group that was supposed to run low 5:30s, and they went out much faster than that. So I held back and ended up with the next pace group that was running 5:36s, which isn't a huge difference, but stuck with them for 6 miles, and it just felt way too slow. So I ran with Ben Bruce and Maggie Montoya, another Boulder runner, and it was great to have company, but then at about 6 miles I pulled ahead of them, and I was on my own for probably another 6 miles until I caught the next pace group that I originally was supposed to be with, and then ran with them for like a mile until it kind of spread open, and used that pacer and one other woman, I'm trying to think, for like 3 miles. I got to use the pacer that I was supposed to use, and then I had to make a stop, an emergency bathroom break behind some bushes. So that sucked because it probably cost me a minute, and then I spent another 4 or 5 miles trying to catch back up to him and the woman that he was pacing. And then I caught them, and then he dropped out and passed her, so then I was on my own again until the end. I ran really evenly through the middle, and then after my stop I tried to make up time, so I was running a little faster from like 16 to 21, and then it just caught up to me a little bit. The last 5K was really rough. I just couldn't turn over as fast as I wanted to, and probably lost like 30 seconds that last 5K. But I didn't completely implode or blow up, and I lost complete track of like where I was time-wise. So to cross the finish line, still at a PR, was pretty exciting actually, because I thought I was maybe running a lot slower. And then I saw my family right as I crossed the finish line, which was like really emotional. So I think when you finish a marathon, it's exciting and emotional kind of no matter what, because you're getting across the line. But to have them there was really exciting.
Yeah, I think we've kind of failed not bringing the families
To the last ones.
past marathons, so that seems like a good adjustment.
Yeah, for sure.
That was fun. We just got to find the best local bike company
That was key.
So, London or Boston, we need spikes.
Yeah.
Full entourage up there.
Yes, we did. They were like a train of Vaughns. And I did get to see them on the course a few times. I
Yeah,
miss
Chicago is challenging because we had to attach the Burley to the tandem bike. So we had me, 7-year-old, 3-year-old on one bike, and the Burley didn't attach quickly. So we were gonna see her twice in the first 6, but we missed those stops because the Burley was challenged. We had a hard time with the Burley, so.
the trailer, the baby trailer.
The baby trailer. But it was worth it, it was fun.
I miss them, so I think they saw me at halfway. And the other challenging thing about Chicago is the good watching spots are just full of people. So
Yeah.
I didn't see you guys at the half, but then I saw them at like 20. I'm trying to think when you were on that corner. It was right before I caught McKenna.
Yeah, 20.
Maybe 20
like,
miles.
Almost 21, yeah. So we saw you at 12, and then we saw you at. We did see you once in between, I think, right?
Yeah.
12, 17, 12, 16 or 17, 21, and then finish.
Yeah.
This is where we went.
But I could actually see them and like make eye contact and kind of wave. So since Chicago, all I've been really doing is running easy when I feel like it, which last week was not very much. I'm not in shape right now at all.
I think it's good to get an extended mental break when you need it.
Yeah.
Especially been healthy for a long time, so like make sure your mind is rested before you start the track again.
Right. Do you want to flip at 2 miles? That way we don't have to take him back on Jay.
Oh, I forgot to start my watch.
I got it. 2 miles is like the bridge-ish. What else was fun about Chicago? I think
The dinner the night after. Dang, I wish we knew the name of the place we went to.
so
There's a Peruvian restaurant. We'll have to edit the name in, but that place was awesome.
it was really good.
Yeah.
And then I made them the next day. I drug them all around Chicago. And I kind of feel bad because I kept telling David, our 3-year-old boy who's obsessed with dinosaurs, that he was going to go see a dinosaur at the museum. What he didn't realize was that it was just a skeleton. So when we got there, he was like, where's the rest of it?
Thought we were gonna see a real T-Rex.
He was pretty bummed. But we saw a lot. And I tricked him into going to the museum.
That was
He was like, what? This isn't a dino. Setting expectations is really important.
Life lesson for everybody.
Exactly.
Hey, you just assume that they know.
I just didn't think about it,
You just
yeah.
assume that they know it's just gonna be bones, but they don't. He thought we were seeing a real T-Rex.
Yeah.
Lesson for our kids.
I drugged them all around Chicago. We finally got to the museum, so we'll flip. Well, I don't have anything on the schedule. It probably won't be a marathon until the spring. So, don't know which one yet, but a spring marathon in April, likely. And until then, I might do some shorter things through the winter. But not really decided on anything right now. Maybe Coach has something different to say.
Yeah, we'll do like Get Fit, and first Get Fit, we're gonna experiment with a little bit different build-up and mixing in less intense workouts with higher mileage and strides. So just kind of like a little bit different philosophy for like 4 weeks. Something that we can mix in and out of in a real training block. And then, yeah, like probably indoor track. As long as it's safe and as long as their body's feeling good. I think it sometimes can be challenging to go from marathon to like tight turns. So we'll just be smart.
But I really miss track. And my body, I think, misses track workouts. So maybe focusing on like a 3K, January time will make a lot of sense.
Even 1500 or the full mile too. Because Sarah probably did a PR. I think it's possible to get a PB in all the events still. So could be the focus as long as it's safe. But Sarah's still very fast. The speed's all still there. So you can see it in marathon workouts. Sometimes marathon training gets you like a little bump in the track too, So if you can still have the speed, and I think she does, so it'd be good to like switch in and out.
Yeah.
Change the knee angles, as Jay Johnson likes to say.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty wise statement. Change your knee angles. And like
not just do the same pace work all the time.
Yeah, but not on a micro, like really micro scale, but kind of a macro scale where you're like actually changing knee workouts, like workout, building on that. And then going back and forth too, because I never get too far away from training the aerobic system. But it'll be different. It'll be different this winter, which I think will also allow Sarah to hopefully get another little jump in the marathon. Because the big goal is the Olympic trials. So she's on a good path. Consistency leading into the Olympic trials. The more consistent you are leading in, the better chance you have of doing well. So that's our focus. It's like the story where the guy adds a brick in his backpack every day, walks up the mountain. That's what we're doing right now. Building fitness on fitness. So I think Nell Rojas is like the prime example of that. Sarah Hall's obviously a really good one too, but like just women who've stuck it out, and Sarah obviously too. But besides Sarah, those other two athletes, like you see consistency and then what they've been able to do. It's really incredible.
Sarah, what have you been doing during these 3 weeks off for like recovery, or just like maintaining?
So I've been running a little bit with Kiki. Just running 30 minutes when I feel like it, or with him. For recovery, nothing special.
Him, Danny, or me?
Him or him. Typically, on my breaks from like track or post-marathon, I have all this extra energy, so I'll do like a house project, and I haven't done that this time. I've been really tired, so I've been sleeping a lot, eating a lot. Yeah, just really relaxing. Sometimes we'll time a vacation, and it's a little bit awkward time of the year to do that, so just been hanging out with the kids and enjoying not having to structure my day around running. But now I'm ready to get back to it, because the lack of routine, I feel like, causes chaos in all areas of life. So getting back to it.
Yeah, you saw the kitchen and the house today. All have lack of routine right now.
Yeah, exactly. But when I'm not, like, the kids are like, what's going on?
Sarah has no routine, I have no routine.
It's just pure chaos. We don't function well that way. So.
Seasons of life.
Yeah, exactly. I really enjoyed reading the comments, mostly. It's just, a lot of people were curious how Chicago went and how they could relate to everything, so I'm just excited to keep sharing. Yeah. I finally got some new shoes. We can talk about these. These are the Magnify. I think these are my favorite training shoe ever. They're like a neutral cushion, and they're wonderful. Little plug for some Puma shoes there.
Yeah, and it's cool. One of my teammates
just got
from
hired.
college, Greg Castro, got hired by Puma, and he's awesome. Talk about a good employee. That is a dream employee right there, Greg Castro.
It's really fun because
Thanks,
we were
Castro.
teammates,
Yeah.
and he was awesome to us. Like, we've been good friends friends for 15, 20 years. And now if I need a pair of shoes, he's my go-to. Like, he's my contact. It's great.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
And he's on it. It's really fun.
And I used to race against him in high school as well.
But yeah, you've known him forever.
I've known him since like I was 16, yeah. So, always been a good friend, good guy.
Okay, what do you have the rest of the day?
I gotta go to Wilton, post a roofing permit. We're roofing right now, which is kind of exciting. That's the easiest part of the construction business, roofing. Well, not for me, not for the guys actually roofing, sorry. Ivan, I have a, well, they get paid very well. So Ivan is my head roofer guy. He's awesome. So yeah, I get to go see them,
So
bring them lunch.
We have a
post
roof
permit.
going on, but we have a meeting at 1 with potential teammate.
New teammate. So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be kind of fun to have a group, I guess. I don't really know yet.
Yeah, it's something that like we talk about a lot, like if we want to take on new people. And sometimes we feel like we're barely hanging on, just the two of us.
Hold down, thanks.
So I want teammates, and he wants to coach more people. In theory, it sounds really exciting, but in practice, we're kind of like, I don't know if we can handle more.
Well, I guess my hesitation is like, I read about a lot of great coaches. Like, good coaches are really interesting and inspiring to me for a lot of reasons, but one common theme amongst like a lot of the great coaches is their kids suffer. And to me, that's not a sacrifice that's, well, one, biblical, or two, I think very wise. So if you take the wisest coaches across the world and you're like, hey, how are your kids? Well, might be 50-50. And so that's, I guess, one of my concerns. Because, well, it's true. Maybe you should interview the great coaches' children. I mean, it's a fact. So that's just something that I mean, not judging, it's just a fact. So
They travel a lot and they spend a lot of time.
something that I don't want to sacrifice. So my children have to be priority over athletes. And I guess say what you want about that, but that's where I stand. So that's my concern, I guess.
So thank you for tuning in and following along on this journey. I'm trying to show, the ins and outs of my daily life because it's relatable to a lot of you who are training for marathons in the midst of your busy lives. And I also wanted to just say thank you to Puma for supporting this running journey and providing me with some awesome shoes and gear.